caught up with Dan Ryan, the head coach at Manchester Thunder. This is what he had to say. Morning today for Manchester. What's it going to be like on court against Lightning? Who are you looking out for?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good contest today. I think Lightning have a lot to play for, and their season is pretty much on the line today. So they'll be desperate to win, and we're just super keen to play a game of netball after last week's game being called off. So we're ready to go and expecting a big fight out there.
Any disruptions with the players last week? Obviously a great start in that first quarter. It must really be a good message for you as a coach, but obviously disappointing not to finish off.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought we were in for a good showing last week, and I felt that our form had turned the corner from the previous week as well. So disappointing not to play, but we've kind of parked that now. We'll wait for a decision to see what happens with the replay, but we've been very focused this week about Loughborough and the things we can control, and today we want to make sure that we control the game from the start and have a strong performance.
And we've picked out Amma Agbezi. What are your thoughts on her, and what are you wanting to really counteract?
Yeah, she's been a great player for Lightning so far this season and is in really good form. So we've identified their two ends as being parts of the court that we really need to be mindful of. I think we need to dominate through the mid-court. We've got great experience there compared to Lightning, so we need to make the most of that. And we've got some strategies in place for both our attackers and defenders to combat their units. So it's going to be a good contest all over the court.
Thanks a lot. Best of luck. So let's take a look at the starting 7. So Manchester Thunder up first. And there we see goalkeeper Gibson, goal defence Dovey, wing defence Malcolm, Bayman, the formidable captain at centre, wing attack Haythornthwaite, goal attack Houseby, and goal shooter Cardwell. We're starting to see that cemented attacking line. Now Liana Leota is absent from the squad with that calf injury. And then just moving on to the opposition, Loughborough Lightning, that duo at the back, Joe Tripp goalkeeper, Agbezi goal defence, 2 key players to look out for as they contest well against the top shooters. Lauren Nichols wing defence, Panagari centre, Joseph wing attack, and Vanessa Walker goal attack with Peace Proskovia at goal shooter. So a repeat of last week is something my fellow commentator will not want. Debbie, welcome. Are Thunder ready for this game after that disruption last weekend?
Absolutely. We're just keen to get on court and get a full game out there. Obviously, we only played a quarter last week. Started on fire, got a great lead to that quarter. So yeah, I just want to get on court and play a full game.
And we started looking at the Lightning side as they came out. Some real names are missing, but looking at Agbezi, she's strong, and Proskovia, so they must be 2 key players that Thunder are looking out for.
Yeah, absolutely. Agbezi back now from ANZ. She picked up the player of the Test series back in January. She's a quality defender with plenty of experience. And then Proskovia, we saw last season how, what a cracking player and how dangerous she can be. And wow, those splits that she does under the post, incredible.
So we're just about to head over to the events team to start this game off. Just Lightning on court now. We see Cardwell and Houseby, that perfect partnership in the making. They've really done an awful lot together in these last few rounds. Our team white for this evening and umpires to take charge of this game, Kate Stevenson and Lisa McPhail, and our third umpire, Jackie Mizon. So they'll be keen to get started. We're hoping that there aren't any disruptions in this game, and we're just going to pass over, as we finish mopping the court, pass over to the introductions and the event organiser to welcome both teams on court.
Starting with our visitors today from Loughborough Lightning. So remember, make sure you're in your seats well before the start of the game and the start of each quarter. So if you do leave the court, and also can you make sure if there's any gaps on the row of the seating that you're on, make sure you take up those seats so any spare seats are next to the walkway. So please move down and take up these spare seats that maybe you may be sitting next to. So we're getting very close to the start of the match, so make sure you're in your seats, please, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Okay guys, we're just minutes away from the start of the match, so make sure you're in your seats as quick as possible. We've just got minutes to go, so make sure you're in your seats. If you need to go to the other side, you'll have to go, unfortunately, out in the rain and come in through the back door. I can see some spare seats on the other side of the court, so make sure you're in your seats. And as you can see, we'll turn the lights off. We're going to ask for all the teams to be off court. Okay, we're going to bring on the team, starting with Loughborough Lightning. Let's have all your mobile phones up. Switch on these flashlights. Okay, let's welcome our visitors tonight, Loughborough Lightning. Goal shooter, Peace Praskovia. Goal attack, Vanessa Walker. Wing attack, Hannah Joseph. Centre, Natalie Kanagari. Wing defence, Lauren Nichols. Goal defence, Amma Adbizi. And goalkeeper, Joanna Tripp. Okay, let's make some noise for your home team, Manchester Thunder. Goal shooter, Ellie Cardwell. Goal attack, Helen Housby. Wing attack, Natalie Haythornthwaite. Centre, Sarah Bayman. Wing defence, Laura Malcolm. Goal defence, Emma Dovey. And goalkeeper, Jodie Gibson.
So the lights are back on and we're ready to go at the Thunderdome. Lots of applause for all of those key players from Manchester Thunder, and a big welcome to Loughborough Lightning.
And Jackie Mizzen as reserve.
As we mentioned, our umpires, Kate Stevenson and Lisa McPhail, they're just about to walk on with the lucky girl giving over the match ball to Sarah Bayman. Here we go. So just patiently building up. Is this something Manchester Thunder do and want to do at the start of a game to get that early goal?
I think it's always important to get that first goal on the board. It's, you know, it's your starting point, it's your base, and unfortunately we've just lost it there.
And Joseph just forced high there up the court, but great link with Walker And there we see Panagari, just very quick to transition into that goal third. Good defensive pressure by Gibson. Just caught on the contact. Great to see Dovey on court as well. Lots of different combinations, but she's a great goal defence. She tracks incredibly well.
Yeah, a change up in defence there today. Obviously, Jodie gives away a few inches there against Proskovia, but makes up for that with the powerful vertical jump she's got.
Just trying to keep the width there, Houseby, and really keeping Agbezi busy out of the circle as well as in. Good strong front position and good link with Cardwell. And an offside call there against Haythornthwaite. Quick response by Agbezi. Nichols fast through the court as well. Ooh, I think that was Thunder ball potentially with Gibson. She's unlucky there. A good observation there by Kate Stevenson as the post just wandered, but Proskovia under pressure, not able to convert. What a ball through to Malcolm. Cool as ever under pressure, Houseby. Just get a sense there's a lot more movement in that circle compared to the start last week. So is that to move Agbezi, do you think, and to keep Tripp and Agbezi apart?
Yeah, I think they'll have done the homework as far as the defence of Tripp and Agbezi goes. I mean, they're both quality defenders, and you're not going to stand and prop in the circle with them. So yeah, definitely, moving circle is what's, the only way you'll get around that.
Good defensive pressure by the whole of the Thunder unit. Some great tracking by Nichols, Panagari, but solid as ever, Thunder convert. But this is a great start by Thunder. Lots of pressure. And early doors there, Malcolm just getting a hand to that ball as well.
Yeah, I think a tricky start from both here. There's unforced errors on both sides. It'll take a little time, I think, working each other out.
Good swing of the ball by Haythornthwaite just to try and open up that circle. It's tough in there with Tripp and Agbezi. We've got incredible footwork, both of them, but some solid work, solid movement towards ball by Houseby as well. It found its way there through the gap of Dovey. Gibson, Dovey almost read that one. Great fast ball in. Oh, good play by Tripp. Just ferocious through the mid-court there, Lightning. Just needed to take that pace off, and Walker just caught with the footwork. It's great support from the back, from the defensive line of Thunder. Really impressive and patient in their build-up through that mid-court.
I think what's worked well for Thunder so far this season is that they can play two ways. They can be the patient build-up, and I think certainly when they turn the ball over, they ensure they retain possession through to goal. But then when they want to, they can switch on that speed straight through the court.
saved the day there, Houseby. I just see the Thunder attack, just loading that goal attack side. Haythornthwaite comes out. And Bayman just looking a little bit astonished there. Thunder with possession. Is this a game that Dan Ryan would hope to play the bench a little bit more, do you think?
Possibly, although I don't think he's going to take Lightning lightly. You know, they've got quality players out there. Maybe he'll see how the game goes on and decide as they go through the game.
Just 2 goals separates this side. It's a great start by Lightning. Just need to work this ball safely through to the likes of Walker and Proscovia, who are under pressure. But we've said from the start, Thunder just patiently bring this ball through to circle edge. And good cut there by Houseby towards ball side. And Proscovia there just caught, contact called against her, so she'll be disappointed, but good retrieval by Joseph. Just some hesitation there with the move of Haythornthwaite. She was trying to get herself to the circle edge, but some solid defence by Nichols.
Yeah, I think Thunder are finding it particularly difficult in the final third to get the ball through, and that's causing these, you know, these errors in the end third. And I think if they manage to work that out, which they're trying some patient play, but still Loughborough getting the hands to the ball.
Just the timing there for Loughborough Lightning as they try and work this ball through. Just Panagari and Joseph just mistimed their move, just got trapped then down one side. So an opportunity for Thunder just to steal another goal and take the lead up to 10-6.
I think there's a great opportunity for either team here to take the game by the scruff of the neck, because it's a very untidy game at the moment. Lots of errors from both sides.
It is just about staying in the game on these penalties as well. Walker's just putting up a little bit of a challenge to Gibson, and important that she tries to keep herself in the game. She's tracking incredibly well, just getting caught on that penalty in the circle. And Cardwell just disappointed not getting the call. Tripp's just really putting that pressure on.
I think that the whole rule around repossession it's such a grey area, isn't it? And I know they play it very differently. When I went out to the World Cup in Australia, you've literally almost caught the ball, dropped it again, and they still don't get done for replaying. And here, I think the rule's a lot tighter.
A great play by Loughborough as well, bringing this score to 9-all. So they've patiently gained possession. Kept working through that mid-court pressure that Thunder put on, and they find themselves back 9-all.
Yeah, Ellie Cardwell just showing that strength again there in the circle. She's really come through in the last few games. Really showing that she's made that transition into a shooter from formerly being a defender.
And again, good strong take. And it's that style of the African nations. Proskovia just elects to step in, but it's not always an easy and good option to take when you've got a defence pinned in front of you. Oh, Cardwell just manages to keep that one in and secures the goal. She's strong. She probably needs to do an awful lot in this game, because at the moment Agbezi is tying up Houseby really well in terms of that movement and rotation as she approaches the circle.
And I think you see there was a double there from Nichols and Agbezi on Houseby, so they're really targeting her.
And again, good cover by Dovey, and then Gibson quick on the back shooter to cover that. Almost came out with possession. Still in the game, Loughborough. Lots of work to do getting that ball through, but they're patiently working, taking that safe ball to the circle edge. And there we see Cardwell just electing to move out. She's often quite quick to want to get back in. Is that a bit of an insecurity that she wants to be holding a little bit more, do you think?
I'm not sure. I mean, you've got to have someone in the circle, haven't you? I think when she comes out, you don't want to crowd the area around there. They want to create the space. So yeah, keen to get back in and be that target, because she is such a target. She's tall, not the tallest of shooters, but she's got such strength on the hold.
Some great pressure by Agbezi and Tripp, just trying to do all they can to disrupt this movement of the two shooters. But that's a safe ball in from Bayman. And Cardwell just holding, stopping Agbezi interfering with that shot, and Houseby scores another one. A great ball by Walker to the back space. Proskovia cleanly sinks that goal.
Yeah, when the feed goes in accurately to Proskovia, it's very difficult for a defender to defend against that.
And Bayman just caught in the pocket there. That one too much on it for her to retrieve. She just tried that ball trick that she normally does to swing that ball in. But a chance for Loughborough just to gain that goal. Pressure's on up there on Proskovia. But good work, Panagari. An opportunity for Loughborough just to steal another goal, with Gibson caught out on the contact out of the circle. And there it goes again, that long high ball to the back space. Proskovia just times that well against that pressure of Gibson and Dovey. So 10 seconds, can Thunder just steal a goal before the first quarter ends? And it's a Thunder throw-in. And that's it for the first quarter. And we see a tie on the scoreboard, 13 goals each. So a great first quarter by Loughborough Lightning. Almost 4 goals down at one point, but just managed to keep themselves in the game, get those crucial intercepts, particularly through Agbezi and Tripp and the pressure that they're putting on the shooters. Would that be a disappointing first quarter for Manchester Thunder, Debbie?
Yeah, I think Dan will probably be a little bit disappointed there. I think certainly towards the end, it looked like we're starting to pull pulled the game together, took a 13-10 lead, and then again more errors crept into the game, and we've allowed Loughborough to get back into the game and go into the quarter on a draw, even missing a shot right at the end just to take, you know, just that mental thing of a lead out of the first quarter. So yeah, I think a little bit disappointing for Thunder, but I think Loughborough are a little buoyed by that.
Yes, and interesting just looking down on the bench, Amanda Newton talking very closely, lots of information going out to Agbezi and Joe Tripp. They're a really strong duo, and they're obviously capitalising from that knowledge of Amanda Newton, and she's talking, she's continuing, she's giving them the pictures just to try and counteract that shooter pairing of Thunder, of Houseby and Cardwell.
Yeah, I think that will be key for Loughborough today. If they can silence the Thunder shooters, then you know that's a huge job. And if Houseby and Cardwell allow those opportunities, then you know that's where Thunder may come unstuck. We see there's no Olivia Murphy today on the bench there. She gave birth this week to a son. Is it Archie Rowan?
Yes, a big welcome to Archie into this world of netball. I'm sure he'll be courtside before he knows it. Congratulations to Olivia Murphy, who obviously is absent, as Debbie said. We'll grant her the absence and we'll welcome Amanda Newton onto the bench of Loughborough Lightning, and I'm sure she may be watching at home. She'll be pleased looking at that scoreline for Loughborough Lightning away from home against potentially one of the top teams in Super League, Manchester Thunder. So as you see, it's tied at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back shortly with quarter two.
Okay, we're ready for the second quarter. Make sure you're back in your seat very, very shortly. We can't have people walking up and down the court when the game's in play, so make sure you're back in your seat well before the start of the next quarter. We've got seconds away, so let's sit down and let's get ready to rumble. Okay, let's make some noise for Manchester Thunder!
So here we go, both teams coming back onto court for quarter two. And as you can see, if you've just joined us, this is a tight game in the making with a fantastic start by Loughborough Lightning. 13 goals each as Panagari goes to start this game. Second quarter, here we go with Walker. Joseph fast off the mark there, followed and chased by Bayman. Ooh, costly error for Loughborough Lightning. Just keeping the width as you see there, Haythornthwaite and Houseby. But that's good tracking by Agbezi, getting herself ball side, really challenging hard.
Yeah, the crowd really getting behind Thunder now, and this is an opportunity for them now. Loughborough just losing the advantage of their centre pass. And Thunder now take a 2-goal lead.
It just looks like the attack unit for Thunder just doing a little bit more work or prelim movement off the ball there. Haythornthwaite, Houseby just taking a longer run coming around the goal line. So we'll see whether they start to split that pressure of Tripp and Agbezi in that shooting circle. Too much on that for Vanessa Walker.
So do you think we'll see Kadeen Corbin second half?
It's interesting, isn't it? We've got Corbin on the bench there, whether she's probably not fit for the full 4 quarters at the moment. She's making that comeback with recovering from injury, but I'm sure she'll enter the court at some point. A great shot, Houseby. Arms all over that by Agbezi, but not phased at all, Houseby.
Helen Houseby there committing a cardinal sin, breaking the line.
They're tough ones to take if you're a coach when you see those unforced errors. And Gibson there, she's just a stride off that. Challenging, flying out of the circle. She's definitely developing that skill just to hunt for that ball around the circle edge. A good ball by Joseph through to Praskovia. Just put a little bit more height on that one so it could get through. Praskovia is so close to the goal line that you just tend to think that Gibson could almost come out with that possession if she timed that jump.
It's quite amazing how she does take some of those balls sometimes, and the balance that she has and achieves to keep hold of that ball and then shoot under pressure. Managed to nutmeg herself there.
We've seen quite a few unforced errors or ball handling errors through the first quarter and early in the second, so both teams will just want to tidy that up and really get this game going and flowing for them. Can't fault the work of Nichols on the wing defence for Lightning so far against Haythornthwaite, just closing down some of that movement, delaying, almost dictating where she wants Haythornthwaite to go. So we've been in this situation before, 3-goal difference. Thunder in the first quarter, just trying to take it to 4, never quite managed it. Here's a chance for Houseby. Or Cardwell. And lucky there, Lightning, just to get the possession. Another costly ball handling error, but managed to get the ball back, and that long bomb goes into Praskovia. What are your thoughts on Melisha Kelly entering the court in that goalkeeper role up against Praskovia, Debbie?
Yeah, it's a possibility as she adds more height. However, you know, sometimes she can get caught stuck on the body, whereas I think Jodie Gibson, obviously, you know, the way she has to play, given away that height difference, she has to play a little bit more off the body.
And she's definitely putting some pressure on the shot of Praskovia. We don't think we've seen her miss so many so early on in a game, so the pressure is on the Lightning attack. But again, Panagari just in the mix there, and it looks like possession to Lightning. Potentially an offside call there against Manchester Thunder.
Yes, it's still a very error-strewn game. And there's still plenty of opportunity for either team. Whichever team's going to tidy their game up, I think. You can see Kadeen Corbin warming up there. Looks like she's getting ready to come on at half-time.
Yes, so Kadeen Corbin, she's working her way back to full fitness. It's great to see her warming up and potentially entering this game for the second half. And again, just a line and wall of Thunder defence there, just forcing Panagari to put the ball back, but there's some great support on the overlap from Magbezi and Nichols. A good retrieval by Gibson again. Really fast on the break there, Malcolm, through that mid-court. And that's better by Houseby. Just commits that move, takes Agbezi with her, allows that easy ball to go in. Is there a life at Manchester Thunder without Bayman? That's my question. She's played most games at centre, not seen her on the bench so far.
I think she's had the odd quarter off, but you know, she's the engine room of Thunder, and you know, has been for the last few years. I think she brings an awful lot to the team, not just, you know, in the position she plays, but you know, as a very influential captain. I'm sure there's a few years left in her yet.
You'll force those years out of her, won't you?
I'm trying.
I think England would too. She's great in there. She's such a team player, such a great supporter of all of those young players that are developing as well through the Thunder franchise and also through the England setup. So it's good to see that she stays on court and takes such a lead role at centre.
Yeah, she means that much to the franchise as well, that we're actually planning, it's been planning for some time. We're planning a testimonial for her in the next, in the build up to next season. So, and I think that'll be, you know, testament to the, you know, the years that she's put into Manchester Thunder.
Just giving Agbezi a little nudge there, but apologising as any great sports person would. Bayman.
You're lucky to get an apology out of Bayman there.
I know. Oh, again, good challenge by Nichols. Just flies through the line of the ball, but not enough to gain possession.
Not sure what went on there. I don't know if you saw what happened on that.
Just a few vocal players there, wasn't it? The centre pass, was it wanting the 3-second call? It's a great swing of the ball by Houseby, just getting that contact again. And as defence start to put the pressure on, it's so important that they try and keep themselves in the game. When Tripp and Agbezi are in the game, they're making life really difficult. So reducing those penalties would just help them. Again, Joseph puts that long ball over to Praskovia. Just not enough court space. Praskovia pinned almost to that goal line.
Yeah, there was great pressure there from Gibson on the back line, ensuring that she didn't have that room to land.
Too much on that gives possession to Lightning. Agbezi quick there just to support. This might be a chance just to steal a goal, and superb ball over by Walker, over the two defence of Thunder. And again, just the call going against Agbezi, gives Houseby that shot, just takes that pressure off. Just get a sense Houseby and Cardwell are winning that battle now as we move into the final stages of this second quarter.
Yeah, I think they're starting to work out how they need to play against Tripp and Agbezi. They've dominated early on, but you know, credit to the Thunder shooters there. Still a very young shooting combination, but yeah, starting to work that out now.
A great cut towards the ball there, just closing off the defender, Houseby, linking well with Haythornthwaite. And again, Gibson, she's reading those long balls and the potential for those to come in. She's setting herself ready. And there we see the first caution for delaying play. Looked like that was Cardwell. Certainly went over to Cardwell or Houseby, so we'll be able to update you on that one soon.
A great steal there from Gibson. Just a little loose play around the circle and she snapped it up.
And Houseby scores. You can't fault the defence of the Lightning side. Trip there, not phased by that roll around of Cardwell. She just picks up. Her feet are so quick in there. That's some quality support, but again, oh, unlucky Agbezi.
Yeah, she's a real driving force in this Loughborough team today. As the ball's going down through the court, she's calling, she's there on it, you know, for every option. She's really pulling this Loughborough team through from the back.
And again, patient build-up, safely worked in, some solid support from those attacking players like Haythornthwaite and Bayman. But this is a player that's just adding so much value to Loughborough Lightning. Agbezi at goal defence. She missed out on the World Cup. She said she was going to come back and make the difference, and she's definitely got herself involved and a key player for this Lightning side. And again, Tripp covers the move of Houseby. It's a 7-goal difference, but Lightning just keep fighting their way through, forcing the turnover. Oh, great work, Praskovia. Good setting of the triangle by Joseph.
You see Joseph there blocking off Emma Dovey, goal defence there to allow space for Walker, which really affected Thunder's defence then as Walker drove through under no pressure, allowed Lightning to score the goal.
And again, can't fault the defensive work of Loughborough Lightning. Lots of pressure around all the players. Tripp holding strong at the back, communicating through. Really impressed with Nichols and that ability to one-on-one mark. Just putting pressure on Haythornthwaite, switching with Panagari. And final seconds, 10 seconds to go. Can Loughborough just steal a goal before we go into the
Well, it's going to be a penalty
break?
pass or shot either way, so they'll get the chance.
Oh, so it happened to Houseby in the first quarter. She couldn't convert the penalty. This time it's Walker. It's 30-25 to the home side, Manchester Thunder, but what a start by Lightning. They're staying in the game, they're not giving up. It's just a 5-goal difference. We'll be back for the second half shortly. Don't go anywhere, stay with us.
We'll shortly be doing Chuck-a-Duck.
Time for Chuck-a-Duck now.
Teams are allowed to leave the court before you take your position on the side of the court with your ducks. So just bear with us. We'll do Chuck-a-Duck very, very shortly. We'll also have a guest appearance from Thunder Bear and Kitty Catch. They'll come down and they'll do some dancing. So we'll make sure to let the girls and the players come from the court. Okay, we're ready for Chuck-a-Duck. So make sure you stay off the court, behind the white line. Girls, boys, can you stand behind the white line? White line. Dave's going to sort you out. Make sure you're behind the white line, please, boys and girls. All right, nice and easy. You've got your ducks, all right? All you have to do is get the duck as close to the middle of this circle as possible. All right? After 3, 1, 2, 3, go! Any more? Let's make sure all those ducks go. We can't have any ducks waiting. Oh, I think we've got a clear winner. I can see it from here. 44. So just wait. We'll get the girls to come and collect the ducks. And we're just looking for number 44. Takes a teacher a long time. Actually, she's a maths teacher as well. Would you believe it? And the winner is Katie Parkinson. Oh, here she is. Hi, Katie. See Jess with the ball? Right, well done. Thanks for the girls from Bury Netball Club to pick up the ducks. Okay, so we're going to have a bit of dancing with Thunder Bear. So if you're interested in dancing, make sure you're off the court. We'll do a bit of Gangnam style. Okay, Thunder Bear, you ready? Girls, can you stay off the court and do your dancing? Just come to the edge of the court. You can stand behind the white line. Join in, not a problem. Boom! Oh! Go Alice, go Alice! sexy lady. Whoa, brilliant dancing. Thunder Bear wasn't bad either. Well done, guys and gals. Okay, few minutes time, we'll be starting the second half. Please make sure you're back in your seats well before, as we will not be able to allow you back onto the court if you are not there in your seats before the start of the game. So make sure you're back in your seats well before the start of the game. Thank you. Okay, the girls are coming back onto court very shortly, ready for the second half. So please make sure you're back in your seats well before, so you can sit down and enjoy the game. And as you can see, Manchester Thunder are leading by 30 goals to 25. A really good second quarter from Manchester Thunder. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, just moments away from the start of the second half. Manchester Thunder leading by 30 goals to 25. As I said it earlier, please make sure you're back in your seats well before the game. We're moments away, so you should be in your seats by now. Okay?
So both teams back on court and the umpires bringing the ball over. Lisa McPhail, here we go. This is the second half. And it's 30 goals to Manchester Thunder, 25 to Loughborough Lightning. I'm just looking through the court. No changes so far for Thunder or for Loughborough Lightning. So we thought possibly Kadeen Corbin, but not to be.
No, obviously not. I thought it was with the extra warm-up she seemed to do before half-time, it was looking likely she was going to come on court. Not sure if she's on a phased return after a long-term injury, but I think she would have made a difference out there.
A good start to this third quarter by Houseby. She gets that long shot. A chance for Walker to respond. She does. So just chasing this scoreline, Loughborough Lightning. Just closing the gap to 4 goals. Good follow-up there of Haythornthwaite, delivered the ball through to Cardwell. She's quick to follow up to the circle edge. Houseby converts. Quite an uncharacteristic ball through to Praskovia there. Often she's on the hold and the high ball comes in. Joseph tried to send that long ball through, flat. Great take by Gibson.
The owner of the Ford B-Max MJ14 SVC, go and check the car please. I think they've left the doors open. Ford B-Max, and it's raining.
And Houseby converts, so great start to the quarter. She's had a solid performance so far. She's worked her way through the tricky start point with the 2 defence up against her of Tripp and Agbezi.
And hopefully Tripp won't finish the day in the same way she did last time. Last time she came to the Mike Greenwood Trophy and ended up going home in an ambulance, unfortunately suffering from concussion.
And as we talk about Tripp there, she's just caught on contacting the body of Cardwell. Quick for the rebound, Cardwell, she converts.
Yeah, I think players still waiting there, a bit like the old rule now. If they've shot the ball, the game continues, but I think they're still waiting for that umpire's whistle to bring the ball back, but Cardwell carried on and scored the goal.
And Bayman doing all she could there on the fly off the sideline to try and keep that ball in. But there we see Praskovia steps in, but manages to convert this time.
Yeah, and I think it puts the defenders on the back foot when you do that, when you step in, and Gibson there wasn't sure, you know, how, she looked unsure how quite to defend that, because quite often you will get pulled. The player steps in, but still, you still got to retain your 3 feet.
Like the Harlem Globetrotters. We've got Bayman laying the ball off from the side, and we've got Cardwell just really swinging that ball back through. So some great ball handling, some great performances by the Thunder girls. This is where Agbezi really needs to just work hard, bring this team back together, particularly through this defensive line. But great support again by Bayman through to Houseby. Good boxing out though by Agbezi. She got the rebound. Good structure by Lightning, but just a low release there by Walker, and Gibson just really quick to come out with possession. She's doing well at the back, isn't she?
Yeah, fantastic well at the moment. It was great feet as she moved around to enable to take that ball. I don't think it was particularly helped by the pass in there, but got her feet round and got the ball.
And there we see just Houseby trying to get her feet onto court to receive that ball from Haythornthwaite. So for those watching, it's important that she's grounded her foot on the court before she takes possession if she's coming from outside. So Loughborough again, respond, steal the goal. They're staying in this game, Loughborough Lightning, working strongly through from their centre pass. Good structure around the phases of their centre pass as well. And Tripp manages to let that ball go out. And a chance for Lightning just to close down this deficit again.
Yeah, Thunder threatening to take out a lead there, and we're hoping to build on it, but a couple of mistakes. The one off the back line, a missed shot, and Loughborough straight back in the game.
And for those of you that like to see what the shooting stats are, in the first half, Cardwell shot 11 from 12, Houseby 19 from 20, so just 2 missed shots, 1 each for Cardwell and Houseby. And shooting stats, Walker, she'll be disappointed, just 9 from 14 in the first half, Praskovia 16 from 20. So 32 shooting opportunities for Thunder in that first 30 minutes compared to 34 for Lightning. There's lots of noise on that Lightning bench, lots of communication, just trying to bring this defensive line together for Loughborough Lightning. Thunder very patient. And there's been a call, looks like a contact call against Bayman.
I didn't quite see what happened there, but she wasn't happy with that one. I think everybody in the room now, as the score has crept closer, the crowd are starting to get a bit on edge. As you said, the Loughborough bench are vocal, so you know it's putting the team under pressure. It's putting Thunder under pressure now. It's whether they can withstand this pressure and pull through to take that lead back out.
And I think for the Lightning side, just trying to keep consistent and play for those 60 minutes is important. But lucky there, the looks with Thunder, that ball just lands, rebounds off the post, lands with Cardwell. Some great pressure by Lightning through the court, so they'll be trying to just close this gap again. And it's that long ball going into Praskovia. Retrieved there by Panagari. It's quite an urgency to put this ball in. They're looking for that fast ball through to Praskovia. Early ball.
I think that's it. They're probably trying to get to the point. If they take too much time on that ball in, Gibson has shown that she will come through on that ball. If they get the ball in quick, she's turning ahead and hopefully puts Gibson on the back foot.
And that's a 3-second held ball called by Lisa McPhail, giving Thunder an opportunity, but there Thunder back in possession. So it's just time for both teams just to gather their thoughts and really try and watch these unforced errors.
I think Thunder have had to play a very patient and careful game today. The game that they can switch to, that's such fast play. And Loughborough have really stopped that today. They've obviously done the homework. Obviously, looks like Karen Atkinson has been working on that, and it's really stopped that fast play through to the circle.
Yes, good play by Gibson. Again, just restricting the space available on the back to Praskovia. Just get a sense Thunder might want to do something on that first phase of the Loughborough attack, centre pass. Joseph coming out freely for that ball. I'm sure Bayman will have clocked that one and she'll be keen to just stop that on the next one. A good change of direction there to circle edge by Haythornthwaite. Just keeping their structure, Thunder, around the circle. Just important they've got that option to swing that ball to split the defence of Tripp and Agbezi. Oh, that's what we like to see. The goal attack, the wing attack coming off strong, defending the centre pass. Cardwell just taking the lead in that shooting circle. Oh, could have gone long. Cardwell found herself.
I think we all saw that one.
Just starting to roll back, but it's always a wonder as to whether Tripp has actually got that ability to move. She's quick off the mark. But Houseby, Cardwell, really working strongly now together.
Looks like Dovey's got a problem there. And the crowd cheering for the return of Almond. She's been out all season. She's only just really returned to training, so how on form she'll be. Hopefully she can fit straight back into there. Slot straight back into the Thunder team.
So Dovey moves to the bench. We see a positional change. Gibson now out to goal defence, and we welcome Kerry Allman back into this campaign for Manchester Thunder at goalkeeper. We all know what she's capable of. She's got that great elevation, that ability to really close off the shooter from the post, and impact, I would say. Kerry Allman makes a great start.
So do you think that move was planned? There we've got Corbin coming on there. Tactical switch with Gibson on her.
Yes, fast move, fast decision by the coaches of Lightning to just place Corbin into the game. And we also see Tripp, she's made the move to the bench. We're trying to work out who called what time out there as we see Airy take the goalkeeper spot. But what a ball through to Cardwell. Great play, Manchester Thunder, splitting the defence.
I think Airy will be keen to impress on her home ground. A girl from the region, but she's taken her chances down at Loughborough the last couple of years. A promising young defender.
And just the obstruction call there gives Houseby a chance to steal another goal for Manchester Thunder. So it's an 8-goal difference.
So it's interesting to see Corbin is sporting, would you call it an arm skin? I'm not quite sure what you'd call it, but what's your opinion on that? Do you think it enhances the shot at the?
It might, yeah. I always wonder. You often see Maria Tutaia from New Zealand. She seemed to start this trend, and psychologically, for some, it seems to give them a little bit more confidence. But Corbin just taking a knock there, but she's up on her feet again. And good arms over again by Almond, but Praskovia, she's confident when she's under the post. She's working hard just to keep that hold against Almond. And when it's lofted, when it's not into the body, when Proskovia's on the front, that's where the Thunder defence will take possession. Good play from the back by Manchester Thunder.
And that's what Almond's good at, coming up there just with the tip. No contact in there, contesting for the ball, getting the tip out, and Thunder take advantage of that possession.
And it's impressive just to see Ellie Cardwell. She's up against some solid defence. She's coping well with Agbisi in there. Just lucky on that one on the swing, just not enough on it to get to Bayman, but she tipped it through to Houseby. Kadeen just keeps that one in play. And Airy just covering and stopping that ball to the likes of Cardwell, the back shooter. But it's Houseby again who takes the lead as we end quarter three. Thunder just managed to shake off that early pressure from Loughborough Lightning and find themselves with a 9-goal lead. Some changes made in quarter three by both teams on the timeout, so we wonder whether we'll see any more changes, whether Dan Ryan, the head coach from Manchester Thunder, will want to inject some bench players that are out there. There's an awful lot that he could do with Turner, Clinton, Marshall, and for today's game, Jamaica Melisha Kelly, she sits on the bench too.
I'm not too sure how many changes he may make right now. I think at this point of the season, the business end of the season, I think he'll probably want to assure the win.
In the court today.
Although we never know, could be a chance for Gabs Marshall, 19 today.
It's great to see those young players just getting the experience, just listening in, and I'm sure they'll want to get onto court, but it's been a tough game so far. Credit to Loughborough Lightning. They've worked solidly from the back through the court. Some great fast ball from Panagari and Joseph into Proscovia in quarter three. A much better performance in terms of delivering that ball in. So we'll be back in a few minutes for the final quarter. It's Manchester Thunder 47, Loughborough Lightning 38.
Yes, go on. He's 21 twice. That's 42 in other words. So well done, Ashley and Nikita. Birthdays today. I hope you're enjoying the game. Just a quick reminder, if you have a Ford B-Max registration MJ14SVC, it did have some doors open and it's raining outside, so I hope you've sorted it out. So make sure you're back in your seats, we're ready to start the final quarter. Manchester Thunder leading by 9 goals, 47 plays 38.
So Manchester Thunder, they're back on court for this final quarter. As Debbie predicted, no changes. You do get a sense that Dan Ryan just wants to keep this 7 on court working through. It's great to see Almond on court. She's staying on court, replaced Stovey on the timeout in quarter 3. And no changes for Loughborough Lightning following their timeout when Tripp went to the bench. And we see Airy, she stays on at goalkeeper, and Kadeen Corbin stays on at goal attack. So last 15 minutes and we see Thunder in the lead. Let's see what Loughborough can do in quarter 4. And just caught on the contact. If she'd not have been caught on the contact, it was definitely off a Loughborough Lightning player. And good strength there by Panagari on the circle edge.
I think Panagari is one of those players. She goes about a job very quietly, but she's just such an effective player. I know obviously it was quite a big loss losing Jade Clark, but she's kind of stepped in there and done a job for Lightning, done a really good job.
Yes, everyone talking about the commitment of Panagari, the opportunity that she got after Jade Clark moved to Adelaide Thunderbirds late for the start of that ANZ season. So credit to Panagari. She's played a phenomenal game today, and equally a strength in the middle for Loughborough Lightning. And Cardwell there just trying to put a screen up against Agbezi.
I thought Airy got a touch to that then.
And Gibson just tracking Corbin well, just trying to keep her out of the mix, out of play, and there she goes. Great play, Jodie Gibson. Deserved that one, tracked all the way through on Corbin.
Yeah, Jodie Gibson's caused some real disruption there in the Loughborough circle. She's had a great game so far.
And the characteristic step to goal of Proskovia, so Loughborough still keep battling through. It's a hard task getting this ball through. The likes of Gibson and Almond, who have been so strong at the back previously, the Gibson-Dovey duo as well. It's a patient build-up of Manchester Thunder, but can't fault the commitment on defence of Loughborough Lightning.
I think Thunder needed a few more definite offers there. Just no one to give the ball to, and the loose ball goes to Lightning.
Yes, Corbin just got the ball in the circle, but no real option to link with Proskovia. Really didn't want to put that ball up. No intention there to shoot the ball. And just not got the links there with Proskovia. Walker's the one who really does link so well with Proskovia and put that shooter-to-shooter ball in.
Great take there from Haythornthwaite under pressure.
And I think the Thunder crowd were expecting that sideline, but quick on the defence. Haythornthwaite just gets quickly back to defend.
Yeah, I think the 1,000 umpires in here today all thought it should have gone the other way.
Crowd always know best, don't they? Good take, Malcolm. Oh, just laid that ball off Haythornthwaite. Off balance, under pressure with Nichols so tight. Marking through. Excellent play, Manchester Thunder.
Yeah, Haythornthwaite's winning a real battle there with Nichols today. Nichols hasn't given her an inch and made her work hard for every ball.
And Loughborough just starting to deliver a little bit more ball to Praskovia as she holds the front. So just a mix in style by Praskovia. Realised that that high ball to the back space has just been taken by Gibson or Almond. And again, Cardwell converts. It's still the 9-goal difference. And lead for Manchester Thunder. So just a switch of leads there. Cardwell, she's popping out the circle, but that looks nasty for Nichols. Looks like she's holding that right ankle, as you see there on the screen.
Yeah, unfortunately one of the more common injuries in netball. All suffered ankle injuries. I think the feet are so, when you're against someone, your feet are so close together. You know, even simple as landing on somebody's foot can turn your ankle. That's why most players these days tend to either wear braces or strap their ankles.
So just as we know, in terms of the ruling, Nichols will, when she can safely be moved, leave the court. And we see Lauren Massey warming up. It looks like Massey will be entering the court for the final 9, just under 9 minutes, to replace Nichols, but she's up and she's able to leave the court, so this game can restart. Disappointing. She's had a great game, Lauren Nichols, at wing defence. She's put an awful lot of pressure on Haythornthwaite, forced Haythornthwaite to bring all sorts of moves out the bag, mix up what she did. So we wish Nichols well.
Yeah, she's done a fantastic job. She's had Agbazy and Tripp behind her for most of the game, but she's really put a shift in today.
A great link through, but just too much on that, too lofted. Just needs to be a stronger ball through from Corbin into Praskovia. Oh, look at that. Commits Agbazy forwards and Cardwell just props back towards the post. Classic move. Great play, Manchester Thunder. And if you do it once, why not try it again? She did, and it worked. So Airy just needs to be careful of that one, not overcommit forwards.
And you get a sense now that the momentum is swinging towards Thunder in this game.
Composed there, Corbin. It's great to see her back on the court and nailing those shots. Oh, good response, Houseby. Just not as much switching going on between Agbazy and Airy. And Cardwell just capitalising on that, finding herself just rolling out of any screen or any tight contest that she has with Airy. And there we see Haythornthwaite starts in the pocket. Malcolm brings this ball through, just taking a bit of pressure off. It's a different strategy that we've seen Manchester Thunder use, allows Haythornthwaite to be in and around the circle edge, following the back centre pass. Oh, great hands by Almond. Just a little reluctant to take the longer shot, Praskovia. Almond quick around the body, gives Houseby a chance just to take this lead to 11 goals. It's been a good, solid final quarter by Thunder.
I think the changes for Loughborough have really had some impact on there. Some enforced. Not sure about why Joe Tripp was taken off, because they was doing such a cracking job there in defence.
Just coping with the first phase centre pass, but it's just those options that don't seem to be coming for Loughborough Lightning as they work the ball through in the attacking third. But good defensive pressure by Corbin. She's sticking strong on the body of Gibson. And just too much on that to get to Cardwell. Again, Airy commits herself forwards, opens up that back space to post for Cardwell.
And just before that mistake, I was about to say, you think it will be in Thunder's minds about the goal difference now coming in towards the end of the season. Obviously dependent on further results, but should they be equal on points, then at the end of the season, then it could come into question with the goal difference. Will that be in the minds, do you think, today?
Yes, and who would Dan Ryan want to play in a semi-final? What do you think his choice would be?
As it stands, I think the top four are looking fairly secure. Obviously Thunder, Mavericks, Surrey Storm, Team Bath. I think perhaps with the victories over Team Bath, certainly the 25-goal one earlier in the season, I think that would probably be the one he may pick out if you could choose.
And most coaches would say it's just all about that home fixture, isn't it? Semi-final stage.
Oh, absolutely. It makes a massive difference to a team to have a home semi-final. Now, with the crowd on your side, it's worth an extra couple of goals.
And that's better cover by Agbezi, just staying strong on Cardwell. Just see a switch there. Agbezi now again picks up Houseby, just doing all she can. It's important they just try and keep themselves in this game. Airy just caught again on the contact. And just ball placement there for Joseph, just finding itself more towards the hands of Kerry Almond. And Praskovia just needs to check that body angle up against the likes of Almond, who will start moving, creep around to take that possession.
Yeah, I think in a different way than Gibson was using her feet to get around. Almond can contest on that vertical jump. Manages to just get her fingers to that ball and get it out, hopefully going. It's a 50-50 chance, isn't it, who it goes to outside the circle, but at the moment it's falling Thunder's way.
And that was a footwork call against Bayman. It was a fast take, fast distribution. But Kate Stevenson just giving Loughborough possession, calling the footwork. And that's a superb ball. Just Corbin couldn't keep hold of that from Joseph. Great turn of speed.
Yeah, I think Corbin's looked a little rusty since she's come on the court. Understandable, obviously, with the timeout she's had. She's been really unlucky with injuries, but yeah, she's looking a little frustrated.
Just needs a bit more court time, Corbin. It's hard coming into the season late, and she's worked so hard to be in this position. It is just about getting that match play that the majority of players will have been strong on court, training at full intensity as we approach the final stages of this year's competition. So leading into this game, Manchester Thunder and Mavericks. Goal difference was the same. Obviously Manchester Thunder look like, I'm sure now, in the last minute, they'll be stealing the 3 points from this game. And that's another goal for Kadeen Corbin. As we move into the final minute, Thunder will be looking just to get a couple more goals if they can, just to help that goal average. Who've been the standout players for you, Debbie, in this game?
I'd have to say, I think Jodie Gibson has been the difference. I think after a slow start, I think Helen Housby has come through and got better as the game's gone on. But I think for me, I think probably Gibson is Thunder's standout player. For Lightning, Agbazy has been probably a key member for them.
Okay, so there's been some real standout performances on court. It's been a solid performance by Manchester Thunder. Credit to Loughborough Lightning. They pushed them through this game. It's only in quarter four that Thunder really pulled away with this 10-goal lead. So fantastic turnout. We're sorry to see Nichols injured and off the court. She had a standout performance, tracking well against and marking Haythornthwaite. So good win by Manchester Thunder. They'll be pleased to get this one out of the way as they look to those final 2 rounds and a potential rematch or against Hertfordshire Mavericks. So it could be a busy last few weeks, Debbie.
Oh, it will be. Obviously, it's still up in the air with regards to the replay against Mavericks, which is, it's top 2. It's the game everyone wants to see. But yeah, it will be interesting to watch who finishes where, top 4 come the end of the season. Obviously, teams are still fighting for that home semi-final. They want to finish top 2. For several reasons, financially, and also that home advantage can be so key.
So we conclude at the Manchester Thunderdome. It's been a great evening. It's been a great match, and we've said credit to Loughborough Lightning for putting a lot of pressure on through the court against Manchester Thunder, but some excellent netball being played by both sides, and it's Manchester Thunder that come out with the victory, 61-51. We hope you've enjoyed this web stream. Obviously, as an England Netball member, just check out future games, keep an eye on social media. There will be more web stream games coming your way soon. So we're about to leave you from Manchester Thunderdome. Myself and Debbie Hallis, we've enjoyed this game. We hope you have, and we'll see you again soon as we move into the final stages of this Super League competition.